One of the things that holds this up for me is that I feel like there's power in making our experiences accessible to other people. So I've had experiences and instances where there are folks that I've admired, which is good. I don't think there's anything wrong with admiring other people, wanting to be like them or following their footsteps. But to the degree that then we might take it to that step of, oh, what you did was so great. But then we might turn it back internally and be like, oh, but I could never do that. I could never be that brave. I could never be that smart. I could never organize people to accomplish X, Y, or Z like you did. And so to the degree that people have that admiration, but then turn it back inward as if they can't do it, one, if we put people up on such a high pedestal, it takes away their humanity. It dehumanizes them. You don't think they weren't scared when they did X, Y, and Z? Some people weren't, but some people very much were. You think they didn't always know what the next answer was or what the next step was? Sometimes we put people up there and think the state that we see them in or the thing that they're remembered for was always their current state, and it wasn't that. So I'm trying to speak to people who might be on the sidelines about getting involved in some way. And that might be one of the things that are holding them up. Oh, I could never be like that person, or I could never do that. It's important and it's powerful when we make our experiences accessible to others. It gives the storyteller a little bit of their humanity back. It demystifies things for people who might be, who knows, maybe some people might want that, but I don't know any person that I admire, or a historical figure, what have you, that would say, I don't want people following me, or I don't want them to feel like they too can accomplish this thing. I don't know anybody who would want that. It demystifies things for them. And then by sharing the process of becoming who they were in this moment, there's a way that it can liberate and give voice to things that people might have been carrying. I was sharing my earlier story around, I've been seeing these patterns, but I didn't necessarily know how to name it. I felt uncomfortable. I knew it was wrong. It wasn't right. But then somebody actually came through with some storytelling and some terminology that connected the dots for me in ways that my sharing and lived experience was also valid. I wasn't talking about it in that way, but then hearing it in this way actually helped to put it all together, where now I can do it in multiple ways. So there's that.
That was my first episode. At the time of this recording, we're at just over 50 episodes and still going strong. They're individual stories you have an opportunity to listen to, get inspired, and think about your own stories in relation to what they're sharing. And then there's also the collective messaging that's taking shape as a result of them all sharing with us. I've developed 3 different series so far, which provide opportunities for listeners to really think and reflect on what their stories are, and then also what they're taking away from what the storytellers are sharing. We have the Justice We Imagine, where storytellers share what's possible when it comes to realizing true social justice, their approach to their work, and why understanding and sharing our social justice origin stories matter. There's Take This With You, where storytellers reflect on what they hope stays with you long after their episode ends. And there's also For Those Who Will Come After, where storytellers reach across time, sharing messages and reflections for future generations, what they want them to know, remember, and carry forward in the ongoing pursuit of social justice. Through their stories, each storyteller really shows the power of making our experiences accessible to others. And as the project continues to grow and move forward, I also want to make a space where I make aspects of my own journey with this work more accessible, in terms of what is it like to do this work, to build out this work, and what are the experiences behind what makes up this project. So I'm creating some space within this larger space. So this is Design Decisions. It's a space where I'll share news and updates about social justice origin stories as it continues to grow and evolve. More than updates and announcements, though, it'll be a space for meaning making, where I expand on the ideas, the values, and the design decisions that shape this work. It's a space to think out loud, a place where I'll talk through what it's like to build social justice origin stories in this time that we're living in, and things that I learned and experienced along the way. Some of these messages will appear across my social media channels, and others will also make it to the main social justice origin stories thread of episodes in the podcast as well. So, thank you for listening, and more to come. See you out there.